Thanks to Banggood.com for sending me out the brand new Eachine UK65. Yes, it's the same type of model as the UR65. You can also get it with the US flag version. It's the US65. Now, of course, this is the UK flag. You can see right here. You can get it with two receivers, Fly Sky and FR Sky. This is get the FR Sky receiver in it. But what you have to do first, you will need to plug it into Betaflight. The reason being, it was set to FR Sky _X in the configuration tab in Betaflight. So I could only bind it up in D16 mode, and I wanted to bind it up in D8 mode, and I had to change it to FR Sky _D to bind it up in D8 mode. Now, after I bound it up, that's it, everything all nice and nice. So we'll go through that. I'll go through Betaflight with you. Okay, now what you get with the quadcopter, you get 3 batteries. It's the same as before. One cell 250 milliamp H3 LiPo batteries. They're 40C with pH 2.0 plugs at the end of them, and they are really good. The weight of the battery is 6 grams. The length of the battery is 50 millimeters. The width of the battery is 11 millimeters, and the thickness of the battery is 7 millimeters. You get a spare set of props, which is 31 millimeters in width, screws, and a prop tool and a screwdriver. Now, some people are using 4-bladed props. I've been using the 3-bladed props since the beginning, and I've got the UR65 and the Snapper 6, and I find it fine. I don't mind it at all, you know what I mean? Like I said, it's running Betaflight 3.4.0. Now, the quad itself is a 65mm brushless quad, and it has the upgraded motor, the 0603 19,000 kV motors. That's the exact same motors out the Snapper 6. The shaft diameter of the main brushless motor is 0.8, they say, but I do believe you're better with 1mm hole props and it will fit perfectly, because I've noticed 0.8 millimeters and you can't get them on and you still need to drill it out a bit. So I say they're a 1mm and we'll just keep it at that. Now, looking underneath, plug and play brushless motors, as I've said before, and you have your micro USB port to plug in to Betaflight. Just remember though, when you plug it into Betaflight, it can push the flight controller board off these little rubber grommets here, and it won't be level anymore. It happens to me all the time. And mentioning that, check the link on the top right hand corner here, and it will take you to my modification page of hints and tips on the UR65. It will really help you. The reason being is straight away the battery's sliding out of the battery tray. I've just put a bit of Velcro on it just now. I've not get round to doing everything that I've done in the video. If you watch the one that's above, or you've probably already seen it. Now, the green wire this time is in a different position, as you've noticed. Right in the middle. And the reason why it's there is because it's got smart audio. Yes, we can configure things using the transmitter, and it's absolutely brilliant. I'll get round to that in a minute when we get to the camera, because there was something funny that happened. It might happen to you too, so this will be a fix. Keep watching this video. Now, the main board itself is an F3 brushless BL Heli X with a 6 amp 4-in-1 ESC running DSOT 600 as default. It's got OSD, like I said, smart audio, turtle mode, and a beeper. And the way to do it is, say you're flying, okay, and you're upside down. You want to disarm the quadcopter. turn on switch to your turtle mode switch, arm your quadcopter and just move the sticks about. Are you going to get up to this? There you go. I don't know if you can see this. I'm not going to touch it, but what I'm going to do is arm it, turn it round and fly it out so you can see. There you go. It's the right way up. As simple as that. Let's get onto the VTX and the camera. It's the same again. It's your 2-in-1 AIO 25 milliwatts 48 channel VTX with a linear antenna, NTSC 700 TVL with 120 field of view, and you can adjust the camera using the screws at the side to about 30 degrees. Now to change the channel, all you need to do is press the button. If you can see it, the wires are in the way, but believe me, there's a little button on top and the side. If you want to unscrew it and get to it, you can do that. I wouldn't use the screwdriver that comes with it, just in case you short something out. So it's one press to change the channel, and if you press and hold it for 2 seconds, you will change the band. Now, what I found out when I had set it up and got it to my lighting, the channel and bands, and I unplugged the quadcopter, put another battery in, I had to press the button and go through the channel settings again. The reason being is, after you've set it, keep the battery plugged in. You'll need to go into smart audio and set it and get it saved there. If you don't go into smart audio and save it there, it won't work. But before that, I just forgot about that looking at the camera here. You get a parallel charging board with this, and the input voltage is anywhere between 7 and 25 volts. You also get at the side here where you can plug an XT60 plug-in. It's quite good. You can take it out of the field. You take a 2S battery or upward to charge the batteries up, and you get a USB 5-volt output port right there. Now you can charge up a normal LiPo at 4.2 volts or the HV LiPos at 4.35 volts. Now you've got 2 different sockets. It's a PH 2.0 or PH 125. Don't mix and match when you're charging them up. You can also switch ampage from 0.2A to 0.6A, but since you have got 250 milliamp LiPos, I'd charge them up at 0.2 amps. Now, where were we? We were on to smart audio. Now, let's go and get this set up and I'll show you how smart audio works. Now, to get smart audio running, what you want to do, let me get my transmitter. You want it, I know I'm real close. What you want to do is you want to push up on your throttle stick to the left and push up, and that's us in the menu. Now what I'm going to do is go down to features, and I'm using my right stick and I'm going to go across. So you want to go into VTX SA. Once in there, you can see I'm on channel 7 and I'm on band A, and you want to set it and you want to save it. If you do not save it here using the smart audio, you won't be able to keep your configuration, and you'll have to keep on playing about with the button on top of the VTX. Now you can also change a lot of other things, the LED strip and the power and that, but I wouldn't mess about with too much if you don't know what you're doing. You can play about with the OSD as well, the alarm and input and stuff like that. You can, it's up to you what you want to do, but just be very careful when you're in here. And what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to exit, because I've set everything up to my lighting, and as you can see here, that's it perfect. So just remember, you'll need to go into that and use smart audio. I'll show you the controls once again. You need to do it really quickly. If you push it up and hold it there, it won't stick. Let me just come out of that quickly. Exit. So real quick, like that. That's it. And that's you into smart audio, okay? Now we're going to go on to Betaflight and I'll show you how I've set up the quadcopter. It's really easy. Now we're connected to Betaflight. Let's connect on up. And here we have it. The quadcopter is sitting squinty because the micro USB port is at the bottom, but not to worry, go into ports. This is the ports that are set up, and you can see the smart audio over here on the right hand side. Configurations, an X quad, D-Shot 600, motor idle at 4.5, I've got motor stop is on. The gyro frequency 8 and 2, but you can change that if you want to. And the accelerometer is on. The name of the quadcopter right here, and this is what I was talking about earlier on. You have to switch it to D. It was on X if you want to bind your transmitter in D16 mode, telemetry on, OSD on. I've just left everything as stock, but before we go any further, let's go to CLIS. We need to do the old dump file. Hit dump, and you can hear my transmitter beating away, and you want to scroll all the way to the top, copy it all. Now you can see it's running 2.4.0, and once you've copied it all, paste it in Notepad and save it somewhere on your computer. Now we were in configuration tab, but we're going to go back in. Now every time you do that, it disconnects. I hate it when it does that, but it does anyway. We'll go into power and battery. It's set at 3.3 volts minimum per battery. Capacity 250. Let's just change that over and click save. PID tuning, haven't touched the thing. Flies great for me, they all do. And in here, TAER, you can see my quad slightly moving, and if I just do that, there you go. I had to give it a little sub trim out. I don't know why it's doing that, but it is. I think I've got a problem with the gimbal on my transmitter. I think I need to get a new gimbal already. I can't believe it. Now my switches, my auxiliary 1, auxiliary 2 for changing modes, and 3 is for turtle mode and beeper mode. Okay, now let's go into the modes, and this is how I've set it up. My arm switch, auxiliary 1. And remember, if nothing is on and you just arm it, nothing's highlighted, that means you're in acro mode. Then we can switch into angle mode, then we can switch into air mode. I really don't use air mode at all. And you've got your beeper as well. And don't forget, you also have turtle mode, and there it is right there. Let's move on. Now, we're down to the OSD. It's NTSC. You need to pick that, or you will not see the OSD on your goggles or whatever the screen that you are using, and drag everything that you want to put up on your goggles or your screen. And I've set it to my lighting. You just set it to your lighting as well. Don't forget to change the battery capacity to 250 milliamp or 250. It's set to 2500. I don't know why it's set to that. And always click save. That's it. That's everything for Betaflight. That's all of my settings. That's as easy as, that's how easy it's done. It's not hard at all. All I've got to say now, I hope you enjoyed the little flight footage that is coming up. It's a great quadcopter, but I am going to change it over to a plastic frame, and I'll get a lot longer flight time and it will fly a lot better. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check the links in the description below. Help to support the channel. Don't forget when you click on those links. And happy flying, my friends.